Well, hi and welcome back to the channel. So if you saw last week's vlog, I was up at Crescent Head, just about 5 hours north of Sydney. This week we've moved on from Crescent Head. If you missed that video last week, I'll leave a link in the description. So we moved on from Crescent Head, drove about 2.5 hours up the coast, further north and inland slightly, to the very colourful town of Grafton. On our way there, it got a bit exciting. We went through the middle of this enormous hailstorm, thunderstorm. Everything was flooded. In fact, it was a complete week of floods around New South Wales. It was a horrendous time for everyone. We were really lucky in Crescent Head. We'd had blue skies and some really nice scenes. This was a bit different. This was people having to stop at the side of the road. You had to really crawl, take your time. Anyway, the interesting thing was, once we got through this thunderstorm on our way to Grafton, 10 minutes later, there's that blue sky again. Everything was dry, everything was beautiful. Anyway, once you get to Grafton, it's just an absolute explosion of colour. Whoever designed this town knew what they were doing, and it meant that everywhere you turn, you got this amazing colour everywhere. So pick a street, pull over, get some pictures. Here we go. Well, good morning. Time right now is just after 7 o'clock, and we've just found this amazing street in Grafton. Grafton's about 6 hours drive north of Sydney, so we've camped here for a few days because the Jacarandas are in bloom. And it's amazing, what a town. Everywhere you go there's this amazing explosion of purple. So we're just driving around right now looking at some of these avenues of trees that are just amazing. And it's also dropping the flowers on the grass as well. So there's just colour everywhere. It's quite an incredible scene. So we're trying to stay off the roads and get some nice shots at the side. So here I'm just using this fence as a bit of a leading line. We've got a whole line of trees here that are sort of taking up the shot as well. I've put this tree on the left, just inside the frame, to give it some frame on the left, a bit of interest. Anyway, let's check it out. Hi again. So we're still in Grafton, and one of the final shots we're going to take today is this. It's called Fig Avenue, or Fig Tree Avenue. And this amazing street of these fig trees here. Now, the best way to shoot these is to back up and take a long lens like a 7200, which I've just done. We're standing in the street here, so just got to be careful. There's no cars around. take a long lens, like a 7200, go way back, and then go as long as you possibly can to compress the trees, and it just gives an amazing effect. Check this one out. So this is probably going to be the last shot from Grafton. There's some lovely birds chirping here. Just came across this jetty here, just by this boat ramp. The river is looking like glass right now. There's not a breath of wind. It's really, really calm. So what we're just fortunate to get here is the break in the clouds in the sky is being reflected behind the jetty. So you've got this glass type river with this amazing reflections. So I'm on f13, I'm shooting about 3.2 seconds. I've got a 6-stop ND in front of the lens just to cut out some of the light there. And what a scene. And it's like 11 o'clock in the daytime. I think this is probably the calm before the storm, because I think there's some storm clouds going to come over very soon. So everything is just, there's not a breath of wind right now. So okay, let's get this shot in the bag. Let's check it out. So then it was time to move on from Grafton. We said our goodbyes, and the town we're aiming for was almost directly south, a little bit inland, was the town of Dorigo. Dorigo sits in a very interesting place. It sort of sits on the top of this plateau in an area called Waterfall Way. And the reason it's called Waterfall Way is there's so many waterfalls along this passage here. And when it rains, photographers go shooting waterfalls. So the first one we're going to visit is Crystal Shower Falls in Dorigo National Park, and then just beyond it is Tristania Falls, and you can actually walk down. There's a pretty good trail down through the park, get to Tristania, and then you can walk your way back up the hill. Let's go. Hi, so this is Crystal Falls. Just come all the way down the path. Took about half an hour to get down here. I'm on a suspension bridge, so I have to be very, very still. I've been a bit lucky because there's no one else walking on the bridge right now, so I can get this on a tripod. There's a couple of people swimming down under the falls. It must be absolutely freezing down there. There's lots of screaming going on. Anyway, I've got the camera set up in a portrait mode, and what I've been trying to do is just capture the falls dead center. I've got the little pool at the bottom of the frame. It's really quite a high falls. So okay, we gotta pack up now because people walking over the bridge. So check this one out. Okay, so that was Crystal Falls. Very nice. Actually, not as much water as I thought there would be across the falls themselves, because there's been quite a lot of rain recently. Anyway, maybe we got here a day too late, who knows. So now we're heading down to, I think it's called Tristania Falls. Sorry if I butchered the name. I'm probably going to get 100 comments from Dorigo National Park lovers who know exactly what it's called. Anyway, it's the next fall down the track here. It's about another 4 kilometers. down the trail. Quite a steep section to get down as well, and then you follow the trap in a loop all the way back. So we're gonna head down, check it out. Well, hi again. So this is Tristania Falls, about a 20-minute, half-hour walk from the other falls that we were at, 4 kilometers. Absolutely spectacular, just looking absolutely gorgeous. Probably about 50 meters top to bottom there. And it's got a couple of little sort of tributaries flowing off down the bottom. So in the composition here, which I've got again the camera in a portrait mode, I've got one coming off to the right and then one pretty much down in the center of the frame. I've also got these 2 branches on each side, just to frame the waterfall as well. I've got a 3-stop ND and a polarizer in. Just to allow me to get, I'm at a 0.6 of a second shutter speed right now, so that's going to give me that little bit of flow in the water. Beautiful place. Okay, have a look at this one. I'm here because this sound I've never heard before. If anyone knows what this is, please let me know. He's up in the trees. He's up here. There he is.
Is that a cat bird? No, do you know what sort
it sounds like a cat. I have no idea what that is.
I think it might be a cat bird, but I'm not sure.
A cat bird? I've never heard of a cat bird.
They cry like a baby.
Well, that's it from Dorigo National Park. 2 waterfalls today, and time right now is 5 minutes to 4, so we started at 1:45, just over 2 hours, 2 hours 10 minutes. Wasn't too difficult. Couple of steps on the way, but it wasn't really a grade 5 or anything. Amazing place. So I have no idea what that bird was in the forest, so if anyone knows, let me know in the comments what the bird was. Amazing. So anyway, if you like the shots, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff. Let me know in the comments which was your favourite shot, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, we're done for now. Cheers.